With many of us celebrating the holiday weekend with fireworks, it is important that we remember to be safe. Michael McLear from Escape Fire Safety is joining us to give us some tips for the whole family to stay safe this weekend. Michael, it is a pleasure to have you in studio. Happy Independence Day.
You as well, Jordan.
Thank you. You know, you've got a lot of great tips for families, and we get so excited about the holiday and doing things with our families that sometimes we forget about some of that safety aspect.
Absolutely. Whether we're at home, whether we're in the recreational vehicle or at the campground, this is a weekend when a lot of families will celebrate our Independence Day. And we want to make sure everybody stays safe. We want to make sure everybody stays out of the emergency rooms. And certainly fireworks are one of those things that can cause injury or death if they're not used properly. So the first thing I'd like to remind everybody, go and see those professional displays put on by the experts. That's the best way to have the oohs and the ahs and everything like that. Consumer grade fireworks were made legal in 2012 here in Michigan. And we want to make sure that families understand that even sparklers can burn to 1,200 degrees and cause a third-degree burn within just a matter of seconds.
You know, I just have to interject here because when you say just a few seconds, just a matter of seconds, a third-degree burn can happen just from a sparkler. You know, so often parents say, I looked away for a second.
That's right.
A second is all it takes.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if we have young ones running around in bare feet and they step on that hot wire, Jordan, that could again cause that third-degree burn. So prevention's the key, making sure that we have close supervision if we are using consumer-grade fireworks, and making sure again we either have that fire extinguisher or a bucket of water. Put those wires, those hot wires, in that bucket of water.
Yeah, so you've got some other great tips for parents if you decide to do your own fireworks at home. One of them being, don't drink alcohol or consume alcohol if you are doing fireworks outside, and if you're watching your kids even outside do fireworks.
Absolutely. So making sure we never consume alcohol, making sure we leave the pets at home and keep them inside during the Independence Day holiday weekend.
Let's talk about that because I think a lot of people think, oh, this will be fun outdoors for my pet. I'm just going to bring them along.
Well, their hearing is so much more sensitive than our hearing, Jordan. So that's one of the concerns, and it can scare them. More pets run away during the 4th of July holiday, and certainly our shelters are overcrowded as it is. We don't need to add more burden to the shelter, so keep that pet's home, maybe turn some music on inside the home so they're not hearing the neighbors doing the fireworks if that happens to be in your neighborhood.
We keep the television on for our dog at home and put the cartoons on and try to drown out that the noise outside.
It prevents that anxiety, absolutely. Yeah. And then making sure, again, we're using safer choices. You know, instead of fireworks, what if we use glow sticks? That's a safer choice.
I love this.
Yeah, and it's fun for the kids. It's fun for all of the family. Silly string is always fun. There's different opportunities for us to still celebrate our Independence Day holiday while still staying safe.
Yeah, and noisemakers. Those are fun for the kids. They're still getting that noise, but not really at that decibel.
Absolutely, and that's the other thing to remember. The loud noises of the booms and the bangs of the fireworks, that's hard on our hearing if we're close by. So making sure, again, we stay clear if families are using fireworks, making sure that if that firework does not activate, stay away from it for an extended period of time because it still could activate minutes later and certainly cause a devastating injury or even death.
Yeah, you know, I had said to you earlier that I have never personally used a fire extinguisher, but if you're doing fireworks at home and you have other people around, you have children around, you should always bring one of these outdoors with you.
Absolutely. If you're in the RV, making sure you have a few of them in the RV, even outside, and making sure, again, that fire extinguisher, we use the acronym PULL, AIM, Squeeze, Sweep, Pass. So we pull the pin, we aim at the base of the fire, squeeze the handle rather, aim at the base of the fire, and sweep back and forth. That's going to be our safer way to be able to put that fire out.
Yeah, Michael, Escape Fire Safety, you do so much all throughout the year. This is a really important time. I think we talk to you a lot during the winter months because we think about fires in the home, but all throughout the year, it's important to keep the conversation going.
It is, it is. Injuries can happen when we least expect it. When our firefighters respond, someone's having the worst day of their lives. The best injury is the injury that never happens, Jordan. So prevention's the key. And if we use a little common sense, we can have a fun and festive holiday weekend.
Yeah, Michael, it's always great to have you here. Any other tips for our viewers for this weekend?
If someone does have a minor burn, cool that burned area with cool running water for up to 15 minutes. That's going to prevent that thermal heat or that thermal burn from extending to a second or third degree. It's going to prevent that, and then you can see if medical attention is needed.
Yeah, and I have to ask you, I'm going to put you on the spot for a second. What is next? What's next for Escape?
Well, one of the things with COVID that we've really looked at is more of the virtual learning. We haven't been able to be in the classrooms for the last couple years, so we're really excited about some of the opportunities that have come out with Zoom and some of the other online platforms that Escape can actually still be in the classroom, and we can reach more students with our very important life safety messaging.
Yeah, Michael, all year people can go online, they can use you as a resource in the classroom, at home, teaching children at home about fire safety. Where do people need to go to learn more?
Jordan, they can go right to our website, escapeinc.org, escapeinc.org, or they can go to our WOTV for West Michigan page, Miranda section, and we've got all these safety tips there.
Michael, always a pleasure. Thank you so much. Have a safe and wonderful holiday.
You as well, my friend.
Thank you, my friend. And don't go away. We've got a lot more 8 West coming up after the short break.
Are you West?